What's up, my friends? Dean Kramer under 17.5 outs. Baltimore on the road against Toronto yesterday. If you watched my video or you saw it inside my dub club, you saw we had Trevor Rogers under 17.5 outs. Easy cash. We're going right back to the well, and here's why. All right, you're looking at MySparryEdge.com at the props research player cards. Dean Kramer, I'm looking at Baltimore at Toronto. The line is at 17.5 outs, pretty even odds on both sides. You see, this season, he has been under in 11 of 15 games. That's 73% of the time. These are showing the over hit rates, averaging 16 outs per game. Recent games, okay, so he's been healthy. He's not missed time. He's in there. He's just not doing well. And he's had some tough matchups against the Yankees, Cleveland, Texas. They ain't the easiest teams. Neither are the Padres, and he went for 18. But we have a couple years running data against this same Toronto team. And right now, they're hitting the ball pretty well. You can look at the last 14 days opposing splits for Toronto versus right-handed pitchers. So here's Dean Kramer. You can see all his splits and metrics as a pitcher. He can't make bats miss with a 9% swinging strike rate. And you can see Toronto, they're just swinging the lumber pretty well right now, hitting 268. BVP-wise, we have 71 plate appearances, and Toronto batting over 300 against Kramer. When you start to look at some of his other categories today, I believe we're starting to see a little bit of a picture of, what to expect out there, especially when you're looking at all his odds. So let's go ahead and do that before we make our decision on the 17.5. And by the way, if you're on one of those types of books where you can slide this slider around and do an alt line, I love the 18.5. I just click this little line here and you can adjust it. So if you find it or you're able to move it to 18.5, oh, I love that under. All right, I'm back on the odds view. I typed in KREM, the beginning of his name, and all his props pop up. So you've got walks, earned runs, strikeouts, hits allowed, pitching outs, so on and so forth. All right, so here's where all his player props would be. And you can see all the different books, DraftKings, all the way down to Bet365. I think I had like 15 or so showing here. If you use this on your own, you can adjust the column visibility. You're like, oh, Mitch, I don't have access to Bet Online. I don't want to see that anymore. It really bothers me. Okay, you can adjust this. Same with Bet365, same with Pick 6. Anything you don't want to see, you can just take it off. You could just remove it. And while we're looking at this, we see a line for the total earned runs. This is important to me. 57.08% applied probability, a minus 133 aggregate odds to the over at 2.5 earned runs. Look at his hits allowed. 59.02% applied probability, a minus 144 aggregate odds that he hits over 5.5 hits allowed. So you're telling me this man is going out there with a juiced over 5.5 hits allowed line, a juiced or at least a strong lean to the over earned runs. Same with the walks. We're looking at over 1.5 juice to the over. Literally nothing is good for him here. And then you're telling me his outs, we're getting pretty fair odds on both sides, a minus 124 aggregate, but we're getting a minus 115 on Caesars. Yes, please. I really like the under. I am taking Dean Kramer under 17.5 outs. And again, if you can outline this to 18.5, beautiful. Oh boy, if you were in my dub club last night, we went absolutely nuclear once again. It has been a crazy good stretch with the home run picks. Posted this inside Discord, had a massive giveaway planned, alerted everybody. Just said, hey, just like this alert, and we're going to get a massive giveaway if it sweeps. Well, what do you know? Kettle bangs one home at the top of the ninth. Bobby Witt comes through nice and early as well. And then, geez, Ellie De La Cruz, the hottest hitter on the planet for 2 straight games, sells us. And we just missed out on this massive giveaway. I was just going to split the profit, $400 for Discord members. That was a close one. That was fun, though. However, it wasn't like that was just the end of our day. No. We went bonkers here, my friends. Smacked 4 home runs out of my 6 total home run picks yesterday. The 2 that missed, Shohei Ohtani and Aaron Judge. You got to be kidding me. They sold 2 different huge payouts, a plus 25,000 and that plus 16,000 you saw were sold by Ohtani and Judge. Wild. We had Marte, Yordan Alvarez, Anthony Santander, Bobby Witt Jr. And then I went 3-0 on the pitcher props. It was a great day for the Dub Club. This is just my channel here. That link is down below in the description if you want it. Let's get back to the optimizer use, MySparryEdge.com. Another pitcher I want to look at is Brian Wu. I'm going to type his full name in here because I saw another hitter. So it's pulling all odds that are available and wherever they are. And we got a couple plays here in PrizePicks, sleeper, better, dabble here today for him. But I'm actually going to go to this one, and I wanted to give you guys and gals a juice cutter. Now, what those are plays that you can use, or strikeout props that are outlined, which I'll show you one in a hot second. And I use these to cut the juice. So whenever you've got the opportunity to slide around the slider on sites that allow you to, or if you're going straight to sports books today, Brian Wu is at 1.5 walks, and you could see he's been under this season in 11 of 12. Just one time has he gone over. He's averaging just half a walk per start. That's crazy. You can see the pitch count over here. It's been pretty solid. They have been extremely consistent. That's what I'm looking for. It's not like you're getting him at like 40 pitches and then 98. No. They're protecting him. I believe he had elbow surgery last year, or shoulder surgery. So he's come back this season, and they're just protecting him a little bit. I believe he was a rookie last year too. So they're just protecting Brian Wu. The under 1.5 walks against the Detroit Tigers. We slide over. We look at Detroit. How have they been? Yikes. They are not walking. 7.6% walk rate is one of the lowest on the entire slate today. And you can see Brian Wu. Listen, y'all love taking the Kirby bet under 1.5 walks last year, but this is just about the same exact rate at 0.89. I believe last year we had Kirby around like 0.8 walks per 9. Well, Brian Wu is right there. So look no further. If you've been looking for a repeat of Kirby Day, it's now Wu Day, baby. Under 1.5 walks. Now, again, this is going to be like a minus 180, I'm assuming, minus 220, something like that. It's not going to be healthy. Okay, so we got minus 240 on Hard Rock. Has not popped up here on DraftKings. It will. It will here soon. This is early in the morning. And when it does, that's going to be a play that I'm looking to use. Now, I just said, hey, you got to have juice cutters. So let's find one. But before we continue, if you could do me a massive favor, like this video if you're enjoying it. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Monday through Saturday, I have live streams at 9 a.m. Eastern. Now, today I have a special video, and over the next 2 days, going to be touch and go if I'm going to be able to do it. Some personal things to take care of. But once we get back in the swing of things this Monday again, it'll be Monday through Saturday, literally indefinitely. It will not stop. The only reason why it stopped is because I was building this beautiful optimizer that you're seeing here. And we're going to look at some pick and plays in a hot minute. And we're going to look at that strikeout alt line as well. So let's get to it. We got no time to waste. Again, just help me out. Like the video. Hey, if you want to use this tool and you're like, yeah, this is a pretty cool tool, I want to check it out. MySparryEdge.com. Link down below. It's $14.99. I think you'll like it. Ooh, one more thing. When you see it and you're like, oh, this is pretty dope, I want you to keep that in mind. $14.99. And very soon there'll be NFL, NBA, NHL, MLB, MMA, and PGA, all under one tool for $14.99. Oh my goodness, what a deal. All right, let's get back to it. I actually want to move on right now. All right, actually misspoke. This one's actually a hits allowed alt line. So let's slide over the hits allowed market right here. And I'm going to be scrolling down. I'm looking at all these. Looks like a lot of solid markets here this morning. And early for an early morning. So I'm looking for Tyler Anderson. There he is. You can see his line at 5.5 hits, juice to the under. Left-handed pitcher against the Yankees on the road in Yankee Stadium is a dangerous place for any lefty. Now, let's look at his hits allowed prop, and you can see he's been pretty good to the under, though lately he's given up 8, 6, then 3 against Seattle, 5, 6 against Seattle, 3 against the Cubbies in July, and had another 7 there right at the end versus Detroit. So in recent games, he's been giving up a lot more hits. So at 5.5, and I just said there's going to be an alt line today. Well, what are we doing here, Mitch? Well, we're going to do this. I'm going to slide this bar down so you can grab, drag, and drop, or just click around, however you want to do it. You got 3.5 hits allowed. I am taking the over 3.5 hits allowed. You can see he's hit the over in 18 of 22, 8 of 10, 12 of 15, 16 of 20, and then, of course, 3 of the last 5 games. Now, we know he's also had some tough time against some of these better teams. So I'm just going to quickly search. Has he played the Yankees over here? NYY. Yes, he has. In 5 innings pitched, 95 pitches. That's the number of pitches. Gave up only 1 earned run, but he did give up 4 hits. Walked 6 hitters. Oh, my gosh. We can remove that, and you can see all these games he's had. Now, if he'd played, them more times, you'd see more game logs. If we had played Seattle, there you go. It brings up both Seattle's games. So in the future, there will be home and away filters. There will be pitch count filters. There will be, head-to-head filters. But for now, we've got this up there for you. And we're going to continue to build and make it better. I'm taking the over 4+ hits for Tyler Anderson. Hitting 18 of 22 matchup is dangerous. Now, how's that look on DK Sportsbook, which I told you it was going to be there? Well, let me go ahead and grab a quick screenshot for you. And you can see, there you go, my friends. Let me zoom in while we're doing this live. Brian Wu under 1.5 walks. Tyler Anderson 4+ hits. A nice and healthy -115. I'm using this bad boy. I love it. Hot dang. I wanted to show you guys how to find some really quick optimizer plays. All right. So you click DFS Optimizer. Yes. Implied probability, highest to lowest. I'm still in the total hits allowed market. I haven't clicked off of it. And again, we are now looking for these. So maybe I do want to remove some stuff that I don't have anything for right now. Like FanDuel does not have that market. ESPN, I don't even have access to. And okay, you can see PrizePicks doesn't look like they have any hits allowed plays up as of the time of this recording. And you see other plays. Now, Mitch, how's this work? How do you make pick'em plays? So check it out. -145 aggregate odds. That means DK -135, BetMGM -140, Caesars -145, Fliff -145, Hard Rock, Penny, Super Juiced, Bovada, Super Juiced to the under at 4.5 hits allowed for DJ Hers against the Giants. A 59.18% implied probability. Now, how does this become a value pick, a plus EV play for a fixed price site like Underdog? Well, when the books are taxing you this based on the odds, they've got the VIG here, and then you've got a site like Underdog, PrizePicks, Better, Dabble, where they are fixing the payout for each prop. You could take 2 plays. Let's say Jordan Montgomery was also a 5.5 here. You want to take 2 plays like this for a parlay if you're going to get 3x return. Because if you were to parlay DK's -135 and -145, you ain't getting 3x return. And on the flip side of things, if you do the opposite, it's not good. You do not want to take 2 lines like this where, you're getting a +115 and a +125 parlay. You're going to get better payout on BetMGM for that than you would on a site like Underdog, where it is forcing in a fixed 3x payout. So your goal when you're doing this is to use the highest to lowest implied probability. Now, was that a little convoluted how I just explained that? I hope not. It's the first time I've tried to explain it. I'll get better at it. Your goal is to take as many of these essentially these juiced lines, these plays at the highest to lowest implied probability, where they're the same exact line as what the sportsbooks have. Is this the same line? 6.0 for Underdog and 5.5 for books? No, that is a bumped line. And that is what usually happens to these lines. And you can see it here. And 5.5 juiced like crazy. -144 aggregate odds for Jordan Montgomery, under 5.5 hits allowed. And look, Underdog will bump it down to 5.0. That's usually what happens. Having DJ Hers right here at 4.5 hits allowed to the under is a really nice value pick per the math. If you want to research it, I don't know. It's up to you whether you think that is still a good play or not. Make your own decision based on the research, based on the data. But as far as the math and the betting implied odds are concerned and where the money is coming in on the under, well, this is a good play on Underdog Fantasy. Essentially, you could go through this and you can find all sorts of plays by just going by the markets. You can go market to market. Heck, you could just leave it on all, and then you're going to have to scroll a little bit because now we're allowing every single player on the slate to get in there, but they're going to stand out. And it also shows you just how good they are when you see them. The green shade tells you where the best odds are. It's not saying this is the best play. No. It's just saying quickly for your eyes when you're looking at Xander Bogaerts and you're looking for his total runs. Is he going to score a run today to the under? It's showing you quickly best odds are on BetMGM if you like that at -140. So you don't have to, compare. You don't have to look. It's telling you right here, green shade, same thing. So green shade, Underdog Fantasy, under 4.5 hits allowed for DJ Hers. And again, I like this all tab for the markets. Optimizer, yes. Implied probability, highest to lowest, because it tells you it paints a very nice picture of just how valuable a play might be. And as I scroll down here again, you're going to see it. Those really juiced lines like that, they're just going to be bumped. They're bumped everywhere. So that is a great play. Listen, again, if you want access, again, it's going to have NFL, NBA, MLB, MMA, PGA, NHL. It's going to have 6 sports here very soon as my developing team is working on this in the back end. For $14.99, you'll be able to do all this odds view stuff. You'll be able to do the props research, player cards, Lots of stuff coming. More ideas are in the works. More things are going to be implemented. Join now, get grandfathered in, enjoy yourself. And in the future, when everything is there and this product is complete and finalized in the final iteration, it's going to be a glorious experience for every single user. I appreciate y'all for being here, supporting YouTube. Hit the like button for me. I missed you. I'm happy to do my first video since I think May 2nd. It's been a little over 3 months. So it's good to be back in the saddle. I will see you Monday, 9 a.m. Eastern for the live show. 9 a.m. Eastern for the live show, my friends. Oh, and by the way, did forget to do it. I plan on doing a NRFI. You can do the NRFIs using the game odds view as well. So get to it. Have some fun. MySportyEdge.com. Have a good day, my friends.